Let's try this out. I'm studying a master's of engineering at uni right now. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. I wouldn't be putting myself through so much pain and torture and so many maths equations if I actually want to be a YouTuber. I'm not going to act like I'm saying hi to anyone because literally the only person that's going to watch this is myself. Me, myself, and I, and maybe my boyfriend. Like, this is literally just a diary. This is like a video diary for me because I just want to have videos to watch back of when I was younger, of stuff that I was into, stuff that I cared about and loved. So that is why I'm making this video. I'm not making it because I think I want to be a YouTuber. Let's look at my vinyls. I have like a little vinyl set up over here, which hopefully I can insert like a little video of it here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Right now this is an overview of my vinyl collection and where I have them in my room. What I usually do is I have 4 on display, as you can see, and then have the rest of them stacked up behind, and then I have my little 7 inches at the front and my record cleaner sitting there. And then on the other side of this dresser I have my record player, and sometimes I have a record set up, the one I'm listening to at that moment, on the floor in front of it. I got my record player as a 21st birthday present from all my friends this year. It's a flea market retro turntable with a stand, obviously. It's got a built-in speaker, which is really good for me because I don't really want to buy speakers as well. I am a full-time student and I am broke a lot of the time and I don't really have extra money for speakers. Uni life. Alright, so first vinyl is Queens of Stone Age, like clockwork. It's just sitting there because I was listening to it before this video. I love this vinyl. I'm seeing Queens of the Stone Age in about a month and a bit's time. I'm so excited. I love their new album Villains, but I don't own it. I just own this one. This is my favorite one by them. I love the song If I Had a Tail. It is my favorite Queens of the Stone Age song ever. I love this. And also Queens of the Stone Age are probably in my top, they're in my top 10 bands of all time. And I love them. This album is so good. Definitely keep your eyes peeled. If I Had a Tail, My God Is the Sun. I Appear Missing. I was sleeping on I Appear Missing for so damn long. Next I have Funeral by Arcade Fire. I would say my favourite Arcade Fire album. Arcade Fire's flopped a bit though. Their newest album, they're trying to be disco and I don't get it, but this album is amazing. I love most of their old albums. I love Neon Bible, I love The Suburbs, I love this album. I love Reflector. Reflector's pretty good as well. Favourite song of this? Crown of Love. Literally put on Crown of Love and I'm good for like an hour cry. And then I feel great afterwards, it's so good. Probably one of the first vinyls I ever bought. Goblin by Tyler, the Creator. This vinyl is beautiful, first off. Also, I really love this album. Flower Boy is like objectively the best Tyler, the Creator album. But I would say this is like subjectively my favorite album by him. I was probably like in my early teens. Oh, I don't know, maybe like 15 or something. I would dance this like literally every day. My favorite song was Nightmare. Pretty sure. Obviously Yonkers is great, but Nightmare is whew. Okay, next up we'll have a look at my favorite band of all time, which is the infamous Radiohead. The old guys that look like hobos from the UK. I could talk about this album for my whole entire life and how good it is. I think there's only 1 or 2 bad songs off this album, which is really good for me. I usually dislike things really easily. So, you know those types of things where you love things so much that it's just, you're speechless. It's undescribable how much you like it. This album. My favorite song ever is off this album, All I Need. And some other really good songs off this album is Reckoner, Weird Fishes, Jigsaw, Videotape, Body Snatchers. I can groove to Body Snatchers. The Bends, once again, really good album. There's a few more songs I do not like off this album because I'm not really into the whole like solid rock thing from them. I'm more into their electronic stuff. I can jam to Street Spirit. I can jam to Street Spirit. Bulletproof is another good song that I've cried to on multiple occasions. Fake Plastic Trees, High and Dry, classics. Nice Dreams, pretty good. I love this album. And then their newest album, I got a Moon Shaped Pool pretty recently in the last year, because obviously it dropped in the last year and a bit. I'm pretty happy with this. After King of Limbs, which I'm a fan of some songs of King of Limbs, but definitely not all the songs of King of Limbs, I was really happy to get this album. I thought it was a lot more solid. release. And as I said, I'm really into their like more soft electronic stuff, so I'm really into Dexdark. I love Dexdark off this album, and I love, don't get me wrong, I love the original True Love Wait guitar version, the live version of I Might Be Wrong, but this version, I love sad piano Radiohead. That's all I'm gonna say. And my second favorite band of all time, Radiohead. Interpol. The thing with Interpol and Radiohead is literally it changes by the day, which is my favorite band. So I would say right now Radiohead is my favorite band at the moment. I would say Interpol is. Radiohead is my favorite band a lot of the time. At the moment I'm going for an Interpol phase, really big Interpol phase. And this is my second favorite album of all time, after In Rainbows. Untitled of this album is in my top 5 songs of all time. I love Untitled. I just think this is a really solid alternative rock album that you can't go wrong with this. I will show this to people and everyone loves it. That if you like alternative rock. Stella Was a Diver, Obstacle 1, obviously, PDAs of this, the new. I was sleeping on the new for a really long time. And then I got on the new last year and my whole world changed. Next I've got Antics, another classic, another older album by Interpol. But it's the same thing over again. In my mind, it's like the follow-on from Turn on the Bright Lights. Like, they both are pretty similar in my mind with the type of songwriting, except I would say that the songwriting is superior on this one. But I still love this album. Evil's great. Take You on a Cruise. Oh my god. Slow Hands is great. Samia or Kamia? I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce things 99% of the time. So that's one of my issues in life. And then lastly, the last Interpol album I have is the remixes of their newest album, El Pintor. I meant to get El Pintor, but I accidentally bought the remixes. This would be in my top 5 albums of all time as well. This is Discovery by Daft Punk, obviously. If you need an album you can dance to for an hour straight, this is your man. This is what you throw on. Hardly any bad songs. I love this album so much. Definitely my favorite song off of this would be Aerodynamic. Also love Something About Us. I love Too Long. I love Short Circuit. Yeah, Something About Us hits me right in the feels. Let's go over to another of my favorite bands. My third favorite band of all time is The National. I love The National. I'm seeing them in March. I am so excited to see them in March. I am going to cry so much. But this is my favorite album by The National. I like their newest album as well. Pink Rabbits, literally, is my life. I think I played that song on repeat for months at one stage. I relate to every single line of lyrics in Pink Rabbits. It's amazing. It's LJ. Most people are gonna know this. Like, what is there to say? It's a good album. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I love the song To Zion on this. I wanted to name my kid Zion for a while because I literally love that song so much. Another classic, hip-hop classic, Nas, Illmatic. Great album. Bon Iver. I sort of like their new album, but not as much. I feel like they're trying to do a Kid A with their new album, and I don't know if I'm really that big of a fan. It might grow on me throughout the years, but right now I definitely prefer their older acoustic stuff. I really love Ari Stax. I love The Wolves. I love Skinny Love. Coming up to the last couple of albums that I've actually bought. Remain in the Light by Talking Heads. Born Under Punches, man. Born Under Punches. When the heat dies down. And the last album that I have bought new is Led Zeppelin. Number 4, I'm pretty sure. Which number are you? I'm gonna have to Google it. It was number 4. I should have just trusted my instincts. I love number 1 to 4 of Led Zeppelin. I also love Physical Graffiti. My third favorite song ever is of Physical Graffiti. It's called The Rover. I really love The Rover. I love Misty Mountain Hop of this album. And I love Going to California of this album. And I obviously like the songs everyone likes. Like, saying I like Stairway to Heaven is a bit redundant. Everybody knows that everyone likes Stairway to Heaven. But Misty Mountain Hop, favorite. Okay, now we're getting into my original albums that I have inherited from my older relatives that are into the same music, and this is where I got this music taste from my older relatives. Like, I'm not gonna act like I'm some amazing person. I've got a lot of albums. Okay, I'm gonna go quicker through these ones because they're just ones that I've inherited. First, Devo, one of my favorite albums of all time. Shrivel Up. Makes me shrivel up from being happy. Yeah, New Traditionals by Devo. I really love Through Being Cool. Beautiful World. Harvest by Neil Young, another great album. I really love Old Man, and I love Heart of Gold. Heart of Gold. Those are the two great songs. Greatest hits of The Doors. I love The Doors. Yeah, I dance around with my aunties to The Doors. That's what I do with my life. A couple of Pixies. I saw Pixies last year. When I was seeing them live and Hey started playing, I lost my mind. I've got a couple of Fleetwood Mac. I'm not like listening to Fleetwood Mac every single day, but I like them. You know what I mean? Let's get into some of my Aussie music. Nick Cave. I love sad music. That is something that has been prevalent for my whole entire life, is I really love music that has sad qualities to it. Nick Cave, best at sad music in my opinion. This is first Spawn is Dead. Nick Cave has a lot of music. Like, he has a lot of albums, but I was essentially like at my auntie's and I saw it and I was like, I'll have it. I like Nick Cave, so I just got it. Violent Femmes. Obviously, I know Blister in the Sun, who doesn't? Back to the Aussie stuff. Died Pretty. I love Died Pretty. I saw them live a year and a bit ago, I think. I danced so much. Once again, I was dancing with my aunties. If you can't see a common theme here, all my music taste comes from older relatives. One of my favorite albums of all time again here. I love new wave music so much, and I love the B-52s. B-52 Girls, Rock Lobster, Planet Claire, Dance This Mess Around. Pretty much all of A side of this album I really like. B side I think lacks a bit. And then I have a couple of Peel sessions that I literally guard with my life. I have 2 of them and I love them so much. I'm too scared to play a lot of my older albums though, because I don't want to scratch them and I don't want them to like wreck my record player as well. I'm gonna have to research more into like how to do that properly. I also have Closer. Once again, I think they do the sad thing really well, the sad vibes, the sad atmosphere, so I have a lot of Joy Division. I have 2 copies of Unknown Pleasures. Here they are. I got a small one, I got a big one. And then also I have this compilation, Still. It's called Still. Yeah, I have this compilation as well, which I'm not exactly sure what's on this. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. New Dawn Fades, so yeah. Moving into 2 of my auntie's favorite artists, who are also some of my favorite artists. So I'm gonna have a lot of vinyls for these artists because I'm taking all her vinyls. I'm just gonna try and rush through these a bit. So The Cure is the first artist. I love Disintegration. I love the song Love Song. The song Love Song is one of the best songs of all time. The classic Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Some great songs off this. I have a live album. The Head in the Door. I don't even know what this one is. This is apparently Japanese Whispers, The Cure singles November 82 to November 83. I don't know, I just put them on and I listen to them. This one says it's Faith, and this is the top. Yeah, I just have a bunch of Cure. And then the band that I definitely have the most albums for of any band, The Smiths. I have their Untitled, Rank, The Queen is Dead. I also have a t-shirt with this on it. This is definitely their second best album. I will get to their best album in my opinion. But The World Won't Listen. And then my favorite album by them, I have Hatful of Hollow. My top 5 albums of all time as well. I don't remember which one the 5th one is. Discovery, Hatful of Hollow, Turn on the Bright Lights, and In Rainbows is my top 4. I forgot what my 5th one is. Strange Ways, Here We Come. I've got a single of Stop Me If You Think You've Heard This One Before, which was my favourite Smiths song growing up. I have Meat is Murder. Meat is Murder. I think this is a interview. And then I don't know how I feel about this, that I own this. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. And did anyone see his apology video? He didn't even apologize. He just put the blame on the media. Like all bigger record collections, you end up with a lot of records that you're not as keen on, but you just have because you're collecting. Oh no, this isn't included in that. First off, this album is my dad's band when he was younger, so I own this vinyl. No, I do like my dad's band, but all the other ones I'm going through now are like just vinyls I own, but I wouldn't really listen to very often. I don't even know what this is. I think my dad was in this band as well, but I think he was on this, yeah, acoustic and electric guitars. Oh yeah, he was in this band, but I haven't listened to this yet. Like, I just own it. You got a face car, I got a ticket to what I want. And also this one, Best of ABBA. And I also have Best of ABBA. Green, Rem, R.E.M., they're alright. I really like Stand by them. Stand in the place where you are. In concert, Janis Joplin. I think I'm probably going to give this away. I don't listen to Janis Joplin. And then I have Cosmic Psychos because I'm an Aussie, I guess. Like, I don't really know. I feel like it's just like a white Australian thing to own a Cosmic Psychos record. Alright, we're in the last little bunch now. Definitely don't know much about these anymore. I think I'm gonna give this to my boyfriend. I don't really want this. Or maybe I could try and get into them, I guess. But it's a live one. I don't know, I think I should start with a studio. Gang of Four, my boyfriend wants this. Echo and the Bunnymen, I think my boyfriend wants this. Or if not, I do not know why I own this. No, I think my mum likes these. Cat Stevens. Rolling Stones, going to my boyfriend. Carole King, going to my boyfriend, or am I having this? I think I'm going to try and get into her. I don't even know what these are. I don't even know. I love how I started off with like my favorite records and then I end with like the ones where I'm like, what am I holding? What are these records? And then I've got my 7 inches. So I have Sam for the Great. I love this girl. Some good female hip hop from Australia. Sam for the Great. I literally own this because it's pretty. Iggy Pop. Once again, to my parents, they're my dad's band from when he was younger. I've got Mickey. Morrissey. And the Weeping Song. I love the Weeping Song. Also, I left this till last. My boyfriend got me this. It's a playlist of songs and our relationship, and he made it into a vinyl. And a custom made vinyl, but that's what it says. It's like that. Edvard Munch. I'm not really gonna do a full-on like buy situation because I'm not taking myself seriously. I'm just uploading this because I want to improve my editing skills, document like where my current like record collection was at this stage of my life so I can look back on it. Those are all my records.